faces to a brand new video, new series 2. I'm doing another series. I'm doing a modded series this time, and I'm doing it on Project Ozone 2, but just not Project Ozone 2, guys. We are going to be doing it in Kappa mode. So I've set up everything. It took me forever. So this is a modded server. I chose server for this because I could run this on a single player world, just briefly, but also I want a 60 FPS performance. But the problem is that when I get to end game stuff, I would need a lot of RAM, and the stars will be jumping and everything. It'll be laggy. I think you've seen if you're very fond on modded Minecraft. So for this mod pack, the original state, it is suitable for the normal players and that stuff. But this time, I'm going to be playing it on the Kappa mode. If you don't know what Kappa mode is, it's basically like modded Minecraft and everything, but they nerf the recipes massively. So for example, I'm going to type up a piston, and I'm going to look at the recipe. So instead of a redstone ingot here, it'll be a redstone alloy, which I need to get red iron compound, which requires 8 redstone and 1 iron. So recipes are a lot more, and also logs give you only 1 bit of plank. So recipes are considerably, I can't even say that word, hard. What's another example? Let's look at the creative items. So the creative energy cell requires all this, and that requires that, requires this, requires that, requires this, requires that, and each of these are like 40,000. It's expensive. Everything is going to be so tedious and grindy. So you must know your modded if you want to play Kappa. And this is another thing that Kappa endgame gets extremely grindy. Where I've seen someone play it, he had to leave his computer on for like a week and that, because it got so repetitive, and it's just resource gathering and that, because it's just grindy. Is this difficult? It's more designed for streamers, but actually I'm going to start doing stuff on that. So Fane Miner is enabled, so let's see if we can punch some trees down. Yes, we've got trees. We've got this quest book. I've got bound to tab, so I really don't need this. So I'll go to quests. We've got Alpha, and we get our first reward. It's just a random reward on that. So a chance cube. Nope, we're not going to mess with them. So also another reason why I chose Project Ozone is because we got fire ducts. Because of the, what do you call it? Skyblock. It's going to help the frame rate. I have a ridiculously high frame rate, and this thing is in the way. So let's actually get some trees down. I got so much, what do you call it? Logs already. I got 38. So it's going to get really grindy on this series. I actually don't think I can actually make a furnace right now. Well, I can, but furnaces are compressed cobble. So instead of 8, what do you call it, cobble, it requires, let me think, how much will it require? 72 cobble, so it's pretty expensive, and this is extremely important, that item. Okay, so where can we start? So we need a crafting table for the start of it, like that. So how we get stones and that in this game is we shift right click, and this will give us pebbles, if I could collect them, and we do that, and that makes cobble. So to actually can make a furnace, but it's a half slab furnace, which is no difference in efficiency, if I remember correctly. I've done this pack before briefly. I've got through the early game stuff, but I just haven't been bothered to do it. So if we do that, we'll get a furnace slab. Also, I'm going to make a chest. So let's actually split this wood in half. So it's going to be an expensive series. So what other quests have we got to do next? Getting wood. So we need is some barrels, some saplings. So actually let's detect that. Oh, we haven't got, we need every single one. Yeah, we need to make barrels next. So actually let's do a ray of 3 here. Just like minor than that. And also, I'm sorry that I've not been uploading. I have this server, like I was going to do a modded series. I've been sorting out a server because my old server had some severe troubles, and I actually had to contact the actual hosts to get this issue resolved because it was pretty major, because someone could have got into my account due to my username changing. So I had to sort that out, and also I've had college and that, and also an update in my life that I have actually been engaged now, so that's pretty exciting. Okay, so I think we just need 6, don't we? Yeah. I would need to make some more slabs though. And we get that, we get a flux infused crook. A flux infused crook, and we get an efficiency upgrade, which we personally do not need. Okay, so I'm going to mine more, I'll get more of this pebbles and that, and I'll be back because this is going to be pretty grindy. It's a little bit later and I'm hungry, so what I've done is I did get some silkworms, a fair bit more wood. I didn't do much on the cobble because I recognise that I don't need much cobble yet. So let's actually get a platform down, but first I want to get some what do you call it? Charcoal, so I can put some torches down because mobs spawn aggressively in this game. So with this crook, you can enable and disable the efficiency mode. So right now it can't mine very fast, but now it's like instant. So I've got also water down here if we lose it, but I think a bucket is more expensive. It requires plates, yeah, but that's just with a hammer and 2 sticks and 2 iron and a string. So it's not that expensive, but like it could be concerning. Like I just need to get iron sorted. And also what do you call it? Sticks usually gives you 4, but it gives you 2, and I need a wand. So actually I'm going to use that diamond I've got as a wand that I always personally use it. Because builders wands are maybe the most favourite things in this mod pack. Or actually no, I would say the seed growing and that. If it weren't for the seed growing, this would be practically not impossible, but like tedious, especially endgame stuff. If you have to manually sift everything. So let's actually get a platform down. I also want to, if I F7 it, I should be able to see where it's dark here, so you get like yellow spots. So let's actually light this up and make sure we don't get any hostile mobs. Okay, we usually do it with wood, but I always avoid wood because it is flammable. No, that's dark down there. I don't want mobs to spawn at all. We're pretty high up. We're in a plains biome. I'm gonna admit, when I was creating the worlds and that, I make sure I don't get an ocean biome. If you get an ocean biome, that means you'll only get fluid cows and no other mobs. Okay, so with the life system, I have got it disabled as well. I don't see the point of it. And also, end game, when you fight the Chaos Guardian, if you die from it, you can actually, like, it's like hardcore, you die and you lose the world and everything. And I personally do not want that to happen. I want the series to go on. I'm going to take this series super slow. It's already going to be a slow series as it is, but I want to like I want to do building and everything with all the mods and everything because that's what I enjoy as well. So it's actually what we need to do next is we need to mutate a tree. So more waiting. So what we do is we get a tree. I might snag a bit of dirt. So how we make dirt as well. I will teach you how we make dirt. So actually we're going to do it over here. I don't know if it's actually raining or not. So that's the problem. Well, it's not raining. If it's raining, it'll fill up these buckets. And I think with this crook, I could destroy it. So I need to put these slabs on top to make sure rain doesn't get through. So I can do that. And where is the saplings? Okay, saplings are here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to get two. Actually, we're going to have to get a few. Can we make stone shears? No, we can't make stone shears. But what I said, you can make wooden shears in this game. Well, you can. I forgot how. Oh, wait, you can't. Oh, I'm thinking of another mod pack. So... Oh, how are we going to do this? Oh, we need iron. No. No. Damn it. I was going to make wooden shears and basically just... what do you call it? Put them in there. That's how I normally do it. But I don't have shears. So how we have to do it is by placing this in. We have to be careful because we don't want to use all of our saplings. So we need a mutated tree. So we're going to grow it. It has to be a larger. I want a small one actually. This drops so much saplings. It's so good. Okay, I want a small tree, please. Oh, this mod pack is going to be so long if it acts like this. Oh, I've got another big tree. Can't complain, I'm getting loads of apples and saplings. But personally, I do need the dirt and everything. In, like, how much is, like, earth seeds again? I think, oh, you have to use the runic, oh, I completely forgot. But I think before you do the seeds and that, like, the magical crop seeds, I think we need to do Botania to get into that. That's not really an issue. And I'm also going to actually cook like one of these because these give you tremendous amounts of hunger. So let's actually see if will I get a big tree or a small tree. If it grows. Oh, it's a big tree again. I want a small tree. Damn it. Okay. It's like an invisible item, but hard to see. But basically, this doesn't fill it up. It fills up your saturation. That's what it does. Okay, here we go. This time, yes, we got a small tree. So now, actually, I'm going to leave one just in case. So now we have to wait until this mutates. But see, our dirt has composted down to dirt, and with that, we can sift it after we get. Like these leaves mutated into string, and that means we can get different seeds, grass seeds, and loads of good stuff from it. So with grass, if you press U, and we go through here, and whatever, if I can find it, here you go, the seed. So we'll sift. You get acorns, acacia seeds, birch seeds, rubber trees, spruce trees. We need rubber tree. Rubber tree would be the best. Grass seeds will also be good, and seeds. We also need these for creating the custom seeds. So we're going to have to get into agricraft. But a good method of getting like redstone and that, because redstone is very important early game. What I normally do, and this is a risky move, I build a portal to the nether. I generate that, I build a portal to the nether. And then what I do is simply, there is nether ores in the nether. But the problem is, the nether is super hostile. Pigmen are always aggros to you. So we have to look out for that. So we have to do some tinker stuff. So when that's growing, let's actually get into Tinker's construct. So we need is, I would say, like half a stack of planks, I guess. And let's make 6 stencils. So to make the first one, we need a bit of wood. We need that. So where can we put this? Let's put this here. And I'll be also removing out... Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. I'll be removing out all the wood with grass. I'm not going to do too much building and expanding. So the leaf is infested. So if I destroy that, I get string, or 2 bits of string. So I don't know if using a crook gives you more yield than it. So this one's infested. So how many do we get from that? We get 2. So I think the crook gives us a bit of an advantage on how much string we get. But I've heard that if you shear it, you can keep the infested leaves and duplicate them. That's like a known bug. So I know already how to use tinkers. So if I'm correct, well, I hope so. That these are the, so we've got stencil table, part builder, and we need the what do you call it? The tool station. That's what we need. So learning the tinker, that's completed. So we need the sift. So is this one infested? Yep, it is. So 6. I think we need 9 for one greb or silk mesh, and I think you need 2. Yeah, we need 18 bits of string. So that one's infested. That just gave us 1, sadly. We're just picking off the tree now. I could just cut the camera and right into it goes, but I want to get as much as done as I possibly can in this first episode, because I want the mob farm. I want to do everything properly. I don't want to rush it all, like cobblestone it. But I think our first goal is a cobblestone generator. So for that, we need we put nodes in, and transfer nodes with items creates this. So we need redstone, which we can get from the nether. But to get to the nether, we need a cobble generator to melt cobble down into lava, which we put water on top of it, make obsidian, and that brings us to the nether. So that's how we're going to get to the nether. We need a world interaction upgrade. So it looks like some of these leaves have infested, so this one has. And we've got exactly enough to make the second silk mesh. So to make a sift, they call it sieve for some strange reason, is like that. Okay, so we made a sift there, and we could place it down there. Okay, I didn't recognize on a quest. Okay, I completed, and let's claim that reward. This can go. We got an ore processing upgrade, which we don't need, and we also completed this quest. So let's actually claim that. And we got a washing machine. That washing machine is actually useful. That repairs armor, but do we need it now? No, we don't. So what quest do we have? We need sifting montage. So we need 12 dirt. So before we, what do you call it? So let's actually destroy this. Unfortunately, we didn't get any string because I should have vein mined the, what do you call it? The leaves first, but I didn't. Okay, we have 24 in there still, so that's not that bad. And these saplings are being super awkward to grow. Okay, here we go. I want to get all the leaves, but yeah, automatically decays them and everything. Okay, so we've got more saplings, so let's actually place them all in here. We'll always get large, what do you call it? Saplings. So, where's actually large trees? So it's actually, I'm just going to be grinding trees for the whole episode. Oh, this is like so grindy, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the grind and that. That means I can have longer episodes. That's what I chose. This is why I chose it, because if I did Project Ozone, for example, on a normal difficulty, I will basically just run through it like in 35 episodes, I would say. It's that easy. And also the skyblock feature makes it 100 times harder. So let's actually, okay, here we go. So all these should be done. So I do need to put down a lot of, or like sift a lot of, what do you call it? Dirt, because we need a rubber tree sapling, which is a 1% chance, and it is pretty slim. Let's actually place the next one down. And we are going to get a lot of wood for this. So how it works is we get this dirt and we right click it. So we keep right clicking, holding it down, and it pops out stuff. So we got pebbles or stones there, more stones. So I'm going to have to be sifting and that, because this is going to take a long time. Sifting got my rubber tree sapling. So what else do we need? We need to get seeds. I literally cut the camera like 10 seconds ago and got seeds. So what we need to do is we would have got an acorn seed. So that gives us another oak seed and a rubber sapling. That's what I need for the crest. So that is completed. So I'm going to keep the rubber sapling, and also let's actually change these stones into cobble, because I do need cobble. So let's actually claim our reward and throw this off the edge like normal. And cooking for blockheads. I don't need that. Okay, so what's the next? Sieving montage 2. I really want to get into like tinkering with metals. That's the thing that I also want to get into. Sieving montage 2. Grass. Okay, what is that? I don't remember that stuff, but what? How do you make it? Seeds. Is that it? Bluegrass, lapis, and oh, how much? You need 6 of it each. There's no point doing that. Lava generation. Here we go. We need clay and procyllian clay. So procyllian clay. Let's see. How do you spell that? I don't know how to spell it. Porcelain. Not procyllian. Porcelain clay. Here we go. Got it. Requires bone meal, which you have to kill a skeleton for, but in modded, if I'm correct, you can get from sifting, and I need, what do you call it? Dust. So, I'm going to show how to get, okay, I need a lot. I always have around 3 hammers. So how to get dust. So it is very straightforward. I've got the builder's one, so this is going to be an easy task. So what I'm going to do is wand this up and place it all down and fine miner it. It's as simple as that. And 35 dust. So that would get us some redstone. That would get me some iron ore dust. But also really want to create an automated sifting system as well, because there's some stuff which you get from seeds which you cannot get through the stuff through sifting which you cannot get from seeds. So that would be nice to get that set up and that, and also I'm really hoping that I can get like the cryophium stuff. So with dust it gives you different yield. So to get, we got 2 iron ore, so we need 4 for that. And we've got first bit of bone meal, and it's very likely to get powdered iron ore. So what we do is we throw this into a furnace. Yes, I'm going to be talking non-stop in this series. But I'm very excited to do this series, even if it's going to be hard and grindy. But I love the difficulty spikes. And we did get some blaze powder, skystone dust, which if you put in... Oh, this is how you make raw meteoritic iron. Oh, this stuff. And it makes meteoritic iron used for galactic craft. I remember my mate struggling that you have to find like these meteorite things on the moon in galactic craft. And they're so rare for the iron, but you can use skystone. Okay, so almost finished sifting all this dust and that. And I feel like this episode is going to be pretty long, but I'm really excited to see how it goes. I'm going to do a lot more building than like making stuff, which may be going to create some controversy and that, but I don't know, I like to keep things so and chill. And let's look at my inventory. I haven't seen it yet, and oh my goodness. So what? We don't have enough room. We do not have enough room at all. I really want to do an applied energistic system, but I think if you've played this mod pack before, yeah, good luck. Good luck. Okay, so let's have a look at the controller for... Oh, I do love applied energistics, but this is, from what I remember, this is expensive. So, the concentrated cloud seed, which is not that bad, you get it from a fat, which you get concentrated cloud and cloud seed. And no, you get concentrated cloud seed, clay or salt or whatever. Then put concentrated cloud seed, and you get that from another fat from clay and ice. But that's not that bad, I'm going to be honest. Like, that is completely doable. It's these little things that are pain. So, these osmium crystals, they need a chemical crystallizer with clean osmium slurry, water osmium slurry, and that's a chemical washer, which you need to get osmium ore with sulfuric acid. That requires water vapor, sulfur trioxide, which makes a sulfuric acid, and chemical infuser, chemical infuser again with sulfur dioxide, and oxygen makes sulfur trioxide, dioxide you get from sulfur. And okay, let's continue. So the water vapor is just water and in a condensator with water vapor. So that requires like 6 or 7 machines to do, and screw that. And those machines require a lot of energy. But yeah, you get the point. It is pretty expensive, and it doesn't stop there. So this is what I mean with the progression. So, go for example. So let's look at the ME drives, which store everything. So everything's fine. You need mercury. Mercury you get from a planet called Mercury. No, is it called Mercury? I think it's Mercury. It's called Mercury for a reason. I think it's from Mercury. So I think, like, as a tier 4 planet, you have to create different kinds of rockets to get certain planets, and the planet that ore is on is a tier 4, so you need to create tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and it's ridiculously expensive. Through that, you have to go through mechanism, then you have to go from Fumatic Craft, and from that I don't 100% remember. So, that's actually... I'm actually struggling to breathe after saying that. We did get iron ore. So let's actually put one of these in there. Okay, so what's next? What do we need to do? We need to make this clay. So to make clay, so we need a bucket. So did I... Oh, no, I didn't get the string. I needed one more bit of string. Damn it. Okay, so let's actually place this down. So how we get clay is through... Okay, we've got plenty of these silkworms. Wait, where do they go? I can't see them. Oh yeah, there we are. Got them. Okay, let's place a load of these in and speed up the process. So basically, with the clay, there is a water source down there, but that's good and all that. But the problem is we need to collect it. So that obviously you use a bucket. So let's see, how can we do this? Oh, don't tell me. I don't want to fall off. If I can imagine this in hardcore. Oh, that would be horrendous. Okay, so, like so. So we're going to place that like that. And we're going to place a torch down there so mobs don't spawn. I'm literally losing my words. This is going to be a really, really difficult mod pack. But it's going to be fun. I'm excited to do it. I do need to create a mob farm though. I don't know, like, this is... So, I might create, like, the mob spawner thing. Or I did put some stuff in the back. Okay, so I might create the mob spawner stuff. So, can we make golden apples? That has to be a best food source. So, we shift it. Okay, that would be better, but it requires ingots. And you don't have, like, the resources to mess around with in this mod pack. So, are these infused? No, or infested, not infused. So we need to weigh 10% extra so we can, what do you call it? Place down the water. So we get that water source here and we get an infinite source. And we hope and pray that we first right. Yes, we do. Because if I didn't, I would genuinely cry. Because this mod pack is a nightmare sometimes. Okay, we need 2 bits of iron and a sticks. We could just do that, can't we? So the iron, I did put in a chest. Yes, I did. Okay, so here we go. Engineer's hammer. And we got a quest upgraded called hemp. Right, is it 2? I don't remember. No, right, it's just, we have to go put through the hammer. And then like that. So that's how we get buckets, so we can place it and we do get infinite source of water. Good. So I'm also going to make another barrel while I'm at it. And also I need dust. So that means more cobble. So we need to shift right click to ground again. Okay, so I got some cobble. I did save a lot of time. I basically got 2 items and held down my right mouse button and the shift. And I just went off and just got some food. And it perfectly worked as well. It always works. It's a bit cheaty, but like I'm not sitting here shift right clicking all the time. I want at least a cobble generator. So we've got like nearly 2 stacks of cobble. So actually we just completed a quest. What's the next one? We need to make a furnace. Let's do this just for the quest, I guess. It's going to take up a stack, but I want to do it just for the quest. And also because I do generally need a furnace. Okay, so let's do that. And we've got a core of a heart life, but I'm not using a life mod on that. Or like the life system. And another one though. So, you know, I'm going to chat close up the edge. Wait, where'd it go? There you go. It's gone. Disappeared like a wizard. Okay, so now we got all the leaves infested, so we can actually do this, and we have got 60 string, so we're not going to complain about string anymore. And also we can create a bed if I really want to, which I'm actually going to skip the night, but you cannot skip blood moon nights. And if you don't know what blood moon nights do, is they just increase the spawn rates of hostile mobs and that, and it's a disaster. Okay, so we got everything we need. So we need to break down all this cobblestone into dust. So I'm not going to do too much. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I actually generally do need it for other stuff like more ores. Okay, so let's actually place the rest of this. Actually, no, right, let me place the rest of that cobble in the chest like I just did. Actually, let's cook up some silkworms as well, because they're pretty nice. Okay, we've got 8 in there. Okay, so it's not that bad. I also haven't checked how much of the episode we've gone through, but I think I used the crook, didn't I? I meant to use the hammer. Is there one more there? Nope. And that's broken, that's broken. Almost everything gone and broken. And we just need one more hammer for it all, and we did it. So to create dust is actually easier than it sounds like. So what we do, this is going to be a bit of a tedious oh wait, we need to do the middle one. Nope, I want the middle one. Give me the middle one. So we right click a bucket of water, right click a dust into that, and we're going to do the same thing. I think we only need to do it twice. So if we crook it, oh, almost fell through there. Okay, so Here we go. 8 clay, and have we got? We need to sift more dust.
Say hello to Vector, a super cute and surprisingly intelligent smart home robot from Anki. It's the way he looks at you, how he responds to sound and touch, and how he recognizes objects, people, and his surroundings. You can even play blackjack with him.
12 YouTubers, 1 circle, no sitting, and every hour we add 1 pound to the weight lift. Winner gets $100,000 and a shout out at the end.
Wait, is it officially started?
It's officially started.
No.
Yes, right now.
I'm out. Yo, thank you guys.
Yeah? Alright, well. Alright, it's time to start handing out the best. Every hour we'll put a pound in.
You've been 5 minutes?
Yeah, well, I gotta get you guys suited up.
You think your brother's gonna win?
Everyone just stand up, guys.
No. I think a lot of people are all gonna lose because I'm gonna win, dude.
Squad, you need a pee? Yep. Alright, we got our first bathroom user. Are you just going over? You don't want the tent?
Do I need the tent? I don't think
You
I
want
need
the
the
tent?
tent. I don't know it.
Yo, have a great pee, man. Let me know if you know.
We have our first person to use the bathroom. Look who came back. What do you think?
I just had to see what's up.
Yep.
Why is there shade now?
Oh, is that why you left?
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, those guys, only one person is gonna win, so I don't know why they're all standing there like they're all gonna win.
It's not even just 100 grams. It's 100 grams plus a hard plug. Like, I'm gonna hard plug the crap.
You didn't even tell me that.
Yeah.
How do you think you're gonna do? How long are you willing to stay in here?
I have no time limit. I have nothing to do this week or month.
Well, I just heard someone else say that they're not leaving, so that's my intention at the moment.
I think I'm going against myself. I want to try to beat 24 hours.
What do you want to say?
I'm gonna last until it's over, man. That's it.
I ain't leaving. It's as simple as that. I got this in the bag. They ain't even ready.
Oh, I'm first out. Easy.
I'm first out.
No problem.
What do you want to say?
I'm gonna last until it's over, man. That's it.
I ain't leaving. It's as simple as that. I got this in the bag. They ain't even ready.
Oh, I'm first out. Easy.
I'm first out. No problem. Yeah,
I'm probably not making it.
You got your face boys here.
Yeah,
you guys can work
dude.
together.
We'll keep you entertained.
Dude, there's still 11 people in here. That means everyone really wants to win.
Alex, dude, are you peeing again?
I think once the weights start going onto people,
Yeah, they're
I'm
gonna be
gonna
popping out.
home
The dub.
the what?
What's the W?
Oh, I thought you said dub.
Yeah.
You never had.
Okay, finish sifting. That took like a couple minutes. And all these resources and that. We get tungsten and all that stuff. That's pretty cool. So we got enough, what do you call it? Bone meal to actually make the weird name, what do you call it? The what's it called? The porcelain clay. So 8, I need actually 7. So we make it into a crucible and we can do that. So I'm going to eat an apple. Press updated lava generation. Okay, so let's see, let's put this last one here, and this will give us a crucible. So what a crucible allows us to do is basically melt stuff. So I really wish I had lava right now, but I don't, and this is where the extra cobblestone will come in handy. So we just right click it and it melts it at a slow rate with a torch. You're going to recognise even at the start there's going to be a lot of cutting out. We've also got 8 more, so let's sift that on camera together and explain. So there's going to be a lot of cutouts, especially at the start of the episodes, and that like the few 10 episodes, there's going to be loads of cutouts because most of the stuff is grindy. I've spent, how long have I spent on this route so far? Like nearly an hour. Like it doesn't seem much like in the short run, but in the long run it's gonna like add up crazy. So we actually got a stack of, what do you call it, iron. So let's actually get that smelted down. How much redstone have we got? We could make, how many? We can make 1 redstone alloy ingot. So we're basically balling right now. Okay, here we go. Let's put this in and put the slabs in. Let's put them all in. Okay, so what's next? So we need to wait until this melts and that. The fluid volume, which, oh, don't even let me. How can I do this? Like with pointing my cursor. I don't know how to do this. See where it says crucible at the top middle where it says fluid volume? I need that to get to 1000. So the next stage of this all is to make a lava generator. So I need to also do that as well. So let's put more of that in there. So I would say, let's go with 36. Okay, so let's do it over here. So do our cobble because everyone knows lava is hot. It sets stuff on fire. And oh, that did. Okay, I need the wand again. Let's put this back. I want to put it back pretty far. So we need 1 for water and lava. So what we're going to do is, I think it's a hole in the middle. And let's see, how do we do these generators again? I completely forgot. So let's get back up water and actually place down the water down first. So I think it's like that. We place it around. Did we? Okay, we have the infinite source still. That's what matters to me most. Okay, so we do something like this. And that doesn't give me the actual cobble back, but I'm not really fussed. So this is where we harvest it. Okay, so we did that. Place that down and let's see how the iron do. We've got 12 iron ingots. We can make an iron pickaxe if we really want to. But if we look at iron pickaxe, you can recognize something a bit, yeah, it's not going to be very practical that the durability is 1 because like you only can use it twice. That's about it. So let's see, we're almost halfway there on the lava fluid. So we can fill it up with more cobble like that. So now we're just waiting on this. So we need to make the world interaction upgrade. So we've got everything. We need electrotine, which we get from, I think you get it from, what do you get it from? I think you get it from sand, if I'm correct. So we need these. So we need 32, so more off-camera sifting. Yeah, we get it from sand, and it is a 17% chance. So look, so now as we have iron, we can actually make some decent hammers. And that means I have to shift right click onto the ground even more. So while world interaction upgrade, it is part of the transfer node for the items. And what it basically does is it allows you to, basically, if you put a lava, the cobblestone block will go here. If you put it onto it with lava and the water nearby it, it will basically generate cobble for you. And it basically saves you mining. So we've got 13, which is way far not enough. I think we need at least, I think around 3 stacks of sand, which is not a big issue. So let's see, is there anything I can do, like, on camera right now with you guys? It's not much, it's just off camera stuff at the start. It's going to be like the most boring episode. Okay, so we have got platinum, we got redstone. So let's actually work on the transfer nodes. So let's actually make this into wood and planks on that. And let's put in, I would say for a transfer node, we need an item one. So we need these pipes, which I don't require. I think, what is the red ones, isn't it? Not the red ones, no. It's just the random track to the first ones. Energy pipes. What's it called? Transfer pipes. There we go. We need redstone and glass. So we got that sorted. And now we get one redstone here. And we basically, all we need now is 2 bits of glass. So let's hammer that down. And let's make ourselves a... This is what I really would love. Oh, can you do the... Oh, you can do the old stone slab blocks with that. I didn't know that. Okay, so let's actually place this down. Make an iron hammer for 2 bits of cobble, literally. And sand. We do need sand as well. This electrotine is going to be a pain. An absolute pain. You don't need it that much, fortunately, in this mod pack. So it's not really a problem for me. So let's see how the lava is going on. Well, that's smelling up. So that's at 827. By the time we made the transfer node, I think we should be okay to start, what do you call it, making the cobble. I forgot, you need, it's like 1 for 1, isn't it? Yeah, we can create, what do you call, I forgot what it's called now. My brain is just fried. Okay, so we got the glass, so let's make the pipes. So pipes you craft like this. Get 8 of them. Also need a redstone block, and I think you need 2 more bits of stone. So we need a redstone block. And what else do we need? 2 more bits of redstone. This crafting recipe's full of redstone. I don't like it like that. Okay, so actually need 2 bits of stone. And made ourselves a transfer node, finally. So is there any quests that we are nearly completing? We need... Okay, so we did that. We need 8 bits of clay for the... I need dust, don't I? Okay, so this is almost completed. And I'm going to put the lava on camera and that. And my laptop's stuck with a YouTube notification. Hopefully you guys cannot see that. I don't think you can. It's just designed to record the... Okay, we've got a bucket of lava, so we place it here. And that should make cobble, yes. And there we go. Okay, I just checked the timestamp and everything. I really lost track of time with this episode. But it's now 50 minutes long. This episode has gotten pretty long. So the vast majority of it, well, not the really majority of it, I've spent, I would say, yeah, around an hour, and I've spent like the 10 minutes just grinding on that. But yeah, I think I have to end the episode there because it is pretty long, I'm going to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to edit it and everything and upload it, and hope you guys enjoy the series. Give me your feedback, what you think of the series and that. I know we've made very slow progress in the 15 minutes, but it's just basically me explaining stuff and that. But hopefully you guys are okay with that. But if you did enjoy it, smack a like and comment anything, like any tips on that you've got for this, like Project Ozone Kappa mode stuff. And if you do like this series, consider like subscribing for more content. I do apologise, I've not uploaded content in a few days and that, but I've just been busy with other stuff and I just got engaged, so I did focus a lot on that more than YouTube and anything else. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.